Hello guys, Overbeating here. Today is April the 24th, 2025. Set 14, early mid set of TFT. I'm currently ranked 384 right now in the NA server. And today we are going to talk about a specific comp that is extremely strong, but it's very underplayed during the current patch. During the next patch, which is going to be in about 10 days, a few units are going to have their, and also the trades, the Oxforce trades is going to have their strengths changed, but the strategy is still going to be viable. For the specific unit and traits, Alistair is getting buffed, and then we have Jarvan getting more nerfed, Annie getting buffed, Aphelios getting buffed, and then we have Viego getting nerfed, and the Oxford trade getting nerfed. So in overall, the Oxford, this comp is going to get slightly nerfed, but because this comp is really underplayed, even right now before the nerf, and it's just going to be pretty much not contested during the next patch. And for the specific conditions that we need to play this comp, I don't think it really matters. But let's just go straight to the game. All right. So at the beginning of the game, if you can see that I'm rotating between different players' boards while tracking the hollow bow and how many people have their hollow bow while having the jacks in my planer, and I see so many players having their hollow bow. By the way, this is a trick if you don't know. If we are on our own board and have our own planer on, and then we track we hog over the exotech unit, and we can only track our own exotech items. But if we go through everybody's board and then hover on and off, we can see how many players are having hollow bow. So in this case, I see that so many players are having hollow bow, like 3 to 4, and that's not including me, so it's going to be extremely contested. And since we have a Graves and we have a Ox already, so I'm thinking maybe I can angle towards a Ox Force. You can see that I'm not really high rolling in terms of units, but I will high roll a extreme augment to enable me to play this comp. And another reason that I'm not like going hard angling towards the hollow bow thing is that I don't have any units, right? I just got dropped the jacks. It really doesn't matter. Now I even give up on the jacks because the single jacks is not going to matter. Anyway, upward mobility, sort of playable if you want to angle the hollow bow, exotech. Level up, okay. These are all three very good econ augments, but we know that hedge fund is extremely strong for the Oxforce, the comp that I'm going to play. It really doesn't matter how we play early game. We can, the general strategy is that we can even full open if we do not have any units. But if we have some units, we can sort of mix streak. It's not like that bad, okay? And you can see the units. I have it on my planer already. And then the general strategy is that if we have this augment, we can just hard force this comp from the get-go, because by the end of stage 2 we are going to have 100 gold, and then we can just roll and level up based on the how many Oxforce gold that we need to level up in order to give it a trade. So for those of you that don't know or maybe needs a refresher, let me just go to a team builder real quick. That if we see the Oxforce, golden Oxforce, you can read the rest and pause. But basically, if we level up according to the number, then the bonus attack amp is going to be applied to all the Oxford units. And also there's at the 6 Oxfords, there's a 7% chance that I can get the loop drop. Okay, so once we activate 6, and then we can win some rounds, the snowball is unstoppable. And the early game extreme econ allows us to push for levels, grab units, and then stabilize doing stage 4, early stage 4, rather than worry about anything that happened between level 3 and level 8. Basically, we skip all the levels. If we can trade any, see, we can see this guy. This guy rolled a Oxford Spad that he's angling Oxfords. It is correct, except that there's another Oxford player, aka me, that has the prime position to contest him. So I'm gonna get all the units away from him, unless he has a big econ for the second augment or even the third augment. I'm gonna skip level 9, level 8, but even that, he's not gonna have enough units, and we will see that's gonna be exactly the case going forward. Okay. I try to win this round. It's okay to like not fully lose streak for this if we have some Oxford units, because Oxford units, as we can see, once they get a kill, there's a small chance that a gold can be dropped. And then also, since we already have extreme econ, not lose streak, it's not gonna affect our econ situation that much. And in fact, preserving some HPs, 1 or 2 rounds of HPs, potentially can be game winning, because once we going all in, it's there are only like extreme strong boards that can kill us. Okay, can win a round or 2, but we are gonna win most of the rounds. Okay, so preserving HP is not even a bad idea. So don't truly full open, but you know, trade some units and preserve some HPs from the early get-go when possible. And in terms of item priorities, doing early carousels, doing the stage 2 and stage 3 carousels, tier is a pretty good item to grab, because Oxford units, Annie is gonna require 3 blue buffs, 3 blue component, 3 tier components, 2 for the blue, 1 for the Shojin, and then the third one is usually even Archangel is not even bad, so that's could be a third tier item. And then for the tank unit, if we have a Vow, which is tier plus the chain vest, it's not even bad. And our tank Zack, and right now the Jaffa is pretty strong. The Jaffa is not even bad, and then also Hodge for the Viego is not bad either. One of the best combos for Viego is Hodge, Jew Gauntlet, and the what is it called? The Sword plus Chain. What is it called? Oh, come on! I'm talking a little too fast. Remember the name? You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, Viego. Yeah. So the point being that tier is a pretty good component to get, and then you're also discouraging people to play the Annie, right? All right. So since by taking the hedge fund, the interest is gonna be 10, so we're pretty lucky to have a mixed streak. Or maybe not lucky. Again, it doesn't really matter. Like comparing to if the lobby is pretty strong, everybody's board is sort of strong. Yeah, we can have a 5 lose streak, and then we just like full loss. It doesn't really matter. Mixed streak doesn't really matter. Again, we are preserving HP, and then by mixed streaking, which means we have the Oxford units killing enemy units, which so far we found 2 to 3 gold already, so that's pretty much the same. in comparison to if we full loss, and then considering the HP loss as well. So, so far we are in a pretty prime position. Here's another variation that we can do. If we want to be fully optimized, we should consider benching this 1 cost 2-star Silas and then put up the Scanner. However, by doing that, I'm not sure if I can win. I definitely don't want to pump levels, right? And I also want to make 90 gold, which means if I don't get to drop any gold, I can sell the Scanner plus the Alistair, which is 2 plus 1 is 3, but then I will lose the Alistair pair, which is not a big deal because we don't worry about the Alistair pair for a long time. So that's just for the small chance that we may not get the unit or gold job. And then right now, this is going to be the first time that I pump levels to refresh this number right here. Sorry, I didn't make the window big enough, but okay. All right, so we pump the level and then we still maintain a 10 interest. And then item situation is not the best. I'm thinking if I'm forced to take a Pandora's Bench, if there's nothing else better to take, I may take it because I don't really want 2 Negatron Cloaks. And all the other items can be okay. But since we're not trying to win, we're not trying to spike right now, there's no urgency to slam the items. Usually, if we are not like having a clear strategy down the road, not doing this stage, give a second. So we're thinking either placebos or roll for days. Placebos is 15 gold plus 1%. The 1% is pretty much neglectable. 15 gold. And 11 rerolls is 22 gold. Get item grab bag, although it's okay. I can get any item. I can get a Philios item, so that's 80 AP already. And then I can get a tank item. However, I feel like when I just get up, the initial roll is extremely important. And then comparing the two, 15 gold versus 22, plus I already have enough to pump the level and then maintain 10 interest. So it's okay to get the rolling for days. And then we need to fix the item situation just by a little bit. To try to slam items and then preserve HP if possible. If it allows me to kill like 1 or 2 units, this item slam is worth to take, because we don't have a chance to fix our item situation anymore. See, by slamming this item, I think we were able to kill 2 units. Yeah, we saved for 2 HP. That's pretty good. And then we found 1. That's really big. And then this guy is pretty much effed because he has no ecom. He has no. I love a challenge. Yeah, he has pretty much nothing. So our only contest, the one that rolled for a Oxford spec, is not. Yeah, he's on level 6, 40 gold. So he's not gonna have anything to roll against us. And if he has, it's gonna be a little bit tricky because we're gonna skip level 8, and then we will go with this argument. We go straight to level 9 at 4-2. But if our opponent can go to level 8, doing 4-1, and then if he's taking too many Annies, and then there's someone else taking Annies and Philos and all that good stuff, as long as we have 1 copy, we can still, like with Viego, we can still activate 6 Oxfords, so it's okay, but you know, you rather have like as many copies as possible, even a pair, right? Or even a 2-star. But either way, again, we talked about a tier is the priority, so we get as many tiers as possible. See, this mint guy is getting Jarvan because he's angling for the Oxfords. So he has a Jarvan pair. Getting another Jarvan allows him to have a tier and then the Jarvan 2-star. So that's a good take. And then we have to take brand, although it's 1 gold more, but you know, it's I would take the Draven over the brand as well, but it's not a big deal. Pump 20. So we pump 20, sell the brand, sell the Cho'Gath, potentially play the Gragas, and then we have 20 gold to pump. Pump for level. You want to pump the early levels, early intervals, whenever possible, because it's accumulation. Like, first of all, there are several like things that has to come true before I can pump the level or have the damage amp being accumulated. Once that 1 turn earlier, there has to be already have Oxford units on the board. And the second one is that the I need to pump to the exact number. Right. Anyway, we're fighting this guy. This guy is yeah, he is hard angling towards this, but I'm level 7, 100 gold. Like, even I roll down at level 8, which I would not, he still doesn't have a chance. This is a slight high roll, but I mean, not really matters that much. This allows me to have 4 Ox Force, but not trying to win or lose right now, so it really doesn't matter. There's another like very important thing that maybe I didn't know when I was at the lower rank. Maybe I was less experienced, which is you want to put the key items on the key units as early as possible. So right now, like the Philios blessing slot is definitely a range play. Right? After range play, it can be like a lot of things, but a range play is a bow is a given, so may as well just put a bow on the Philios to reduce the required APMs for us later. Okay, and then following that logic, we should actually pretty much sell the board, sell the units that are not gonna be used, aka the Gragas, the this, and then the this, right? Those units are not gonna be played on the board. By having them on the board, we're just gonna get very easy. Also, there's another thing that we should do is to just use the remover on the graves to get rid of the the sword on the graves, because we're not gonna have the sword on the graves. So right now we have pretty good items situation already, so we're not gonna let it roll. Okay, another bow is always good. Okay, we get tier, so we should make the tier right now. We're not gonna roll this turn. Okay, although we're gonna pump levels. So a few things that we should do: we should sell, put the exact units on the board, and then we need to make items so that next turn we need to make less items. We're gonna use the removal on the graves as well, yes. But put this one on. Like this is wrong, right? Sell. Yeah, make tiers, all right. And then make. Yeah, the thinking about routing and removal is just sell, right? Sell. It doesn't really matter. Win or lose this round, saving HP on this round, potentially can matter, I guess. If I'm a better player, I can see that. Oh, maybe I can just use this as an anchor to save some more HP. I guess indeed I killed 3 more units instead. If I don't have that unit, I may not kill any. So I guess that's okay. So we already have econ. We need a very strong comeback. Okay, comeback augment, and then we're good to go. And then roll down, push level, roll down. Not that. Okay, that's very good. So take. We're using about 8 seconds. Okay, that's acceptable. Just roll now. Okay. Order of operation. Obviously, sell the useless units on the board. That's pretty good. We don't have actual units, actual items on things. Okay, that's good. Okay, just roll down is all right. Keep rolling. We need to stabilize. Like, I think we need to roll a little harder right now. Right now is a good time to stop, but I kept on rolling. Yeah, I don't have any more significant pairs. I mean, there's a draw 4, but I don't have any pair. I mean, a little bit overall if you want to pause the video and then analyze if that's overall, but I think it is. Again, all the Edge of Night, Zero Shogun, 2-star Zac. The reason we have Zac pretty early, but we didn't put a Zac on the board because we need units, right? We need extra unit instead of Zaps abobs for the initial roll down, and after that we can have the Zac bobs being accumulated round after round. I'm thinking about selling the affiliates, but no, affiliates 3 and any 3 is actually a win com. So, and then talking about Zac. Zac, 1-star, 2-star, there's not such a big difference. The biggest difference is how early we get a Zac and how early we can, how many props, how many like the virus, whatever thing. Look at this guy. This guy does not have the Filios, and this guy does not have enough gold to roll for even like any 2. So he has nothing, right? He's pretty much out of the game, okay? And then we held one extra copy of Filios that kind of effed him as well, but it is what it is. And then 36 gold. If we roll, every roll only costs 2 gold, but it will increase the counter by 4. And every pump level costs 4 gold, and then it will increase the counter by 4 as well. So rolling is double the efficiency in terms of increasing the counters. And then we found another component like we had talked about earlier. For 36, we only need 18 gold. 18 gold. And in terms of items, a bow is really good. However, I made a mistake here. If you want to pause the game and then tell me what you want to think about what you want to make right now. And in game, I made a item, the third item for any, best in slot, pretty much best in slot, 3 item for any. However, the making the Hurricane on Filios 2-star, it is sort of a kind of a best in slot as well. So I should make the best in slot items for the 2-star instead of 1-star. These are not very good. The best are gonna be, the reason we have Garen on the board is that Garen can keep farming the Oxforce spat. So the Oxford, he can Ox for himself, he can Ox for Zac, usually Ox for Zac early. But then if we don't have Oxforce, usually it's the Bruisers and the something else. And then we talk about pump the pump the counter. So usually we farm some gold. So by the way, Dish Soap had a video that he played a little bit differently compared to me just recently. But feel free to check it out if you have not already. Okay. So at this point, it's pretty much autopilot. I guess the key takeaway for this game is gonna be the augment. Right? Augment choices. Right after that, it's just see how many well, and then if you are in the position of playing this comp like my opponent, the mint, right? You wanna go away. Right? You don't want to play it. Right? This guy has an Oxforce as well. Another guy has, but yeah, the mint. But he's not gonna have a Filios, and then even he has it. Whenever he fight against us, he's gonna lose. And then if that's the case, then by playing Oxforce, by angling Oxforce, usually we lose early anyway. So that is not a best strategy. So if there's a one Oxford player that is hard angling, that has the supreme econ situation compared to others, then comparing to the opponent, then just deep. Just deep. Right now I roll 20 gold. Rolling this turn is gonna allow the damage amplification to be in effect for the next round. So we definitely want to roll right now, and I think I made a mistake of not rolling now because I get too many annies. So I don't, that makes me that not having enough gold to roll. And then I got another draw 4, so I will have enough gold, but I'm slow. Well, that's a mistake. Okay, we lose a little bit of a damage implication there. It's pretty bad. Okay, so we got a bow, and then we have the hurricane on the affiliates, but we could have had that during the right after the last carousel. There's some stuns, Sojourning stuns, left and right. So since we have 2 gigantic carries, so just one on the left and one for the right. So yeah, you can only stun one, so it doesn't really matter. I think the game is gonna last for a little bit, but the game is pretty much gonna play for itself. Yeah, pretty much. And then if we keep on winning, we're just gonna keep on farming the gold and keep on having the chance, have a pretty high chance of getting the component as well, Ox Force. Although we already have the, I think maybe I can be a little bit greedy right here, because Annie already can, Annie's Tiber, it says nowhere, anywhere, that Annie's Tiber can burn and wound, but I'm still making the Sunfire right here because there's no reason to not make it. Absolutely no reason to greed for the sake of passing slot, because we're gonna keep on farming the components, and having one extra Sunfire thing, like, it's not gonna hurt, right? Like on average, like how many components we're gonna farm, right? Yeah, you can, if you're interested, like you can go ask the ChatGPT or like do the math, because usually people have like 7, 8 units, right? Not 7, 8 or 9 units, and every unit death has a 7% chance of dropping a component. So on average, what is the percent that we're gonna farm a component every single time? Go do the math, right? But the chance can be pretty high. But yeah, tons of gold. So the income is gonna just keep on accumulating. Keep on accumulating the Zags above, right? Did we talk about Zag? Zag as a unit, 1 star, 2 star is not, doesn't really matter. Zag without the bobs, it's a like worse than a forecast. At about 10 stats, Zag is at the strength level at a strength level about a 5 cost, and at 30 it's a win count. Okay, I didn't really check this game. I checked like maybe once or twice, because I know as long as I'm accumulating, it doesn't really matter that much. I think at the end I have about 50, 45-ish. Yeah. Yeah, 24. Yeah, we're gonna have enough. Boom, boom. Did I mention that any 3-star, and then also the any 3-star and Aphelios 3-star is a win count for this composition as well. And then the mint 1A. So if you're not win streaking, 10 win streaking, or have an extreme econ situation like I have, do not try to not play this comp, especially do not contest. Right? We're a little bit unlucky that we like keep farming the bruiser mod. Executioner mod is definitely not going to do anything, so bruiser mod on whoever. We want to have the opportunity to have the Oxford mod on the job, not the job, but on the Garen. So we're not gonna mod the Garen right now. We're gonna instead one monster is pretty good. Yeah, one on the Zag, definitely. It's gonna be the item. So one monster, and then probably should roll first, right? Yeah, probably should roll first, and then worry about the items later. Like you see, I'm not very clean. I'm not very clean. There's so many like little things that can be improved upon. 34 with 28, so we can roll down again. Oh, by the way, never go down. Never. I shouldn't say never, but it is usually a better idea to stay at level 9 and then just accumulate gobs like this. He's getting all the filials and then Annie as well, but by doing that, he's not buying other units that is required to win. This is a 1v1. He has 60 something HP, but just based on board strength, we are not at the same level at all. Okay, we're not at the same level. He is at 29, and then yeah, 29. But me, I'm so much higher. We're not selling the affiliates or any. By not selling, it is required for him to hold as well, so that he does not have enough gold to get the 5 cost 3-star. His only win condition is 5 cost 3-star. However, he has 0 gold. Oh yeah. No, definitely the this. That cost Aurora 3-star is a win con for him as well. Okay, so we got a blessing slot for the Viego. We have very good item situations across the board. Now last second, swap the position of the Zac, so the Zac can against the misfortune. Okay. So he already sold, right? As you can see, he already sold. So all we need to do is to roll. We have 40 gold to get to fight against the reenactment, so we're kind of fine. We're kind of close as well. Yeah, we're 1 short from Annie, 1 short from the affiliates. We didn't get it this game, but I mean, it is what it is. Ah, what happened? Yeah, he already sold. Oh yeah. I can roll one more time. He surrendered. Okay, so that's it for the game. And I'll try to maybe upload some more, maybe stream some more. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, all that good stuff, and then stop by on the stream. Okay? See you later. Thanks for watching.